Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed up. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
All right, so we get two Suzanne Paparazzi videos in there because of my fat fingers. But welcome to another episode of C2C Rankem, first of the new year. So happy 2024 to everybody, including my co-host Tim Hendricks. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. 2024, we've made it. I don't know if I don't know if we're excited. We're here. Hopefully it's gonna look up. We got a lot of good things. Hopefully we get out of this one alive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just start fresh with 2024. I know here at C2C we got some things planned out and bringing some shows back here and there, and but yeah, just gotta take it one day at a time. And I just want to give a shout out quick, or my condolences and prayers to I guess there was a little plane crash over in Japan with the National Guard over there. My cousin's over there, as we all know. He's okay, safe, if anybody's wondering. But thoughts and prayers go out to the families that lost loved ones in that crash. So, all right. So with being said, Tim, we got our favorite list. Weird laws in states. So you guys are visiting or going to these states or live in these states, listen to the show because we got some good ones. So as we do normally, we'll see how many I think we're going to get together, sniping as we call it. So we're going to start with Rhode Island, the little state of Rhode Island. So the ones I saw were pretty good, so it'll be interesting, but I think we'll get three.
You get three?
Yeah.
If we got it from the same site, 3 is a good possibility.
Yep. Yeah. So, all right, well, kick it off.
All right. My number 5. Here, it's funny because you live in a state where it snows, so sometimes you need to do this. Sometimes you might be running out of gas even in the summer, so you might have to do this. I know I have on many occasions. I think I've actually done it here in Italy. So, and I know it's not illegal. And the second thing is, how are you going to actually find out if a person is doing this illegally? My number 5 is it's illegal to coast downhill in neutral. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
What? I missed that one.
I saw that and I'm going, I know I've done this. I've never been to Rhode Island, so I know I've never done this illegally in Rhode Island. Most other states I would have. I think Tennessee, Kentucky, anything with big mountain ranges, I would have done illegally. I think I've done it in Wisconsin, in Michigan. Actually, I know I've done it here in Italy. So yeah, it's strange. When I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? What happens if you're out of gas? And next thing you know, you're in neutral and you have no choice.
I remember one time here, I was coming home from work and light goes on and I literally coasted in to the gas station. Barely could turn my wheel, but coasted in. So, wow, I missed that one. That's a good one. So, my number 5, and yes, I'm laughing already because as we said before, Tim, somebody has to be the first to do this, and to make a law of it is even more prestigious. But Tim, I know, we're big guys. We like to eat, but I don't think I would ever do this. But no one may bite off another person's leg.
Another person's leg? No, I've never done that. I've bitten someone's leg, but I've never
bitten it off. I mean, no.
No.
But yes, you can. I mean, yeah. We get a little rough in certain areas and biting happens, but
Oh gosh! Matter of fact, I think I'm not to go too far, but I think I might have bitten somebody this weekend.
There you go. All right. You're number
but
4.
she still has all of her legs. So, um, I'm starting to realize why Rhode Island doesn't have professional sports, especially football. Um, it's probably a reason why the Patriots play in Boston and not in or Foxborough or not Rhode Island. In professional sports in Rhode Island, with the exception of ice hockey and ice polo, you need a special license to play on Sunday.
I saw that one. I'm just like, really? Am I reading that right? But yeah, but why those 2 sports?
I have no clue. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. All right. So my number 4 is while we're driving, and I know we make noises in the car if somebody's, road rage and stuff like that, but one must make a loud noise before passing a car on the left-hand side.
I saw that one. I'm like, what do they consider a loud noise? And on the left, so I can
Yeah. You can do it on the right.
So if I can do this on the right, because if most people who have been in a car with me know that I'm terrible in the car. I literally I'm really zero to hold on to your seatbelt because I'm going to lose my mind because I lose my mind over the dumbest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You're number 3.
Right. My number 3. It's weird. You're allowed to. I didn't realize there were that many horses in Rhode Island, and I'm thinking, okay, that's cool and all, but I didn't realize it was a problem that you need to ride your horse down the highway. But it's not illegal to ride your horse down the highway. It is illegal to ride your horse on the highway to test its speed. Now, I want to know what you're testing it against, and why do you have to go to the highway?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable when you look at it. You go, who? Okay, it blows my mind. When I read that, I was like, you're actually going to take the horse onto a highway and test the speed of it.
Yep. So, if we're going to get 3, I'm looking for a little thing here. Where is it at? Anyways, I can't find it right now. But if we're going to get 3, we got to start with the number 3 one. So, yes, I have number 3 too. As riding your horse on public highways is okay unless you're doing it for racing or testing the speed purposes.
I honestly didn't think I'd be the first one to get the snipe. I figured you were going to be the one.
They must have took it off. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. I found it. So yeah, nope, that's the one I actually thought about putting it lower. I'm like, no, that's so. All right, you're number 2.
My number 2. Since we're talking about highways, we're gonna stick into the highway. And first of all, I don't know who this is more dangerous for. The person with the certain object, or the person, or the vehicle that you have to worry about getting over.
Okay.
I understand the height because most semi trucks are a little taller than this number.
Yeah.
But so you have to make. I don't understand how you have to make a law about this to begin with. But in Rhode Island, my number 2, it's illegal to string a rope lower than 14 feet across the highway. Are you kidding me?
I saw that one. I'm just like, what? I don't know why I didn't put that one on there, but yeah. So my number 2, we're not getting 3. My number 2, we're both married in a sense.
In a sense.
Um, in Rhode Island, any marriage where either of the parties is an idiot, it can be nulled and voided.
Holy smokes. Oh,
Who
God.
makes that judgment call?
Oh, my wife does. My wife makes a judgment call. She
Yep.
knows. I'll tell her I'm a flat out idiot. I'm not afraid to say it. But
Yep.
it doesn't mean I want my marriage null and void. But
Yeah.
I'm a moron.
All right, you're number one.
Well, this is the one I thought you were going to snipe me on, and you did. I believe you're at number 5. I'm at number 1. When I saw that, I thought, are you joking me? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? That you actually have to make a law about intentionally biting somebody's limb off? Are you really? But you can. Is it okay to shoot the limb off at this point? I blew my mind.
Yeah. Well, my number 1, Tim. I know we grew up.
Did
we played. Well, yeah. When we were kids, I guess I should say. We had toy guns and stuff like that, and play cops and robbers or whatever. But in Rhode Island, it is illegal to have a cap gun.
Some things are awesome.
I know. That's why I was just like, what? So
the PTSD must be high in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So, yep. So now we go to Tennessee. We only got 2, so not too bad, but so we go to Tennessee. Again, another good state. I mean, what do we do? So I can see 3, but I'll go with the safe 2.
I can see 3 too. I can see 3.
All right. So I will start off first. And again, I don't know why you need to make a law of this. If somebody wants to do this, go ahead. I mean, to me, I've seen some TikTok videos that people are making cool furniture and frames or whatever, but it is illegal to sell a hollow log.
I saw that one. Why is it illegal to sell it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people got creative minds and been putting out some cool furniture, frames, tables. I don't know why, but yeah, don't do it in Tennessee, I guess.
I guess not.
All right. You're number 5.
My number 5. I thought this should have been pretty much. I think this is pretty standard in most states, but I know in order for this to happen in a lot of states, you need the parents or the guardian's permission. Not in Tennessee, I guess. And Tennessee's pretty backwards. Just to make a lot of people in Tennessee that may watch us really happy. I didn't realize this had to be a law. I thought this should have been a given. Should have been smart. But like I said, most states you have to have your parents' permission if you're under the age of 18. But in Tennessee, it is illegal to tattoo a minor. Is it It's illegal to tattoo a minor. So I'm starting to think now. I'm really starting to think: is it illegal for the tattoo artist to tattoo a minor, or to get a tat? I don't get it.
Yeah, like you said, no, in most states you got to get a parent's permission. So,
right.
I don't know. It must be just totally against the law all over the place. So, my number 4, and again, one of those questions: why and who was the first, and stuff like that. You cannot carry a skunk across state borders.
Why? First of all,
the caption of that, unless you want your car to stink. I mean,
but
yeah.
Why would you want a skunk? Okay, now if the skunk is descented, is it okay? At that point, is it a cat?
It just said that you cannot carry a skunk across borders. I know some people, like you said, have them as pets, and but But yeah, nope, can't do it. You're number 4.
Now I know this. I've done, and the funny thing is, I've been to Lexington, so I know I've done this. I know it's a law here in Italy too, and I've broke this law in Italy too. It's crazy, but in Lexington, it's illegal to spit on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I saw that one. I know a few other states we covered had that one too. So, all right, this one, Tim. We grew up, and I'm still living in Minnesota, a good hunting state, as we'll call them.
Yep.
Midwest, definitely North Dakota, South Dakota. So here's one for you, and I just want you to envision this one. It is legal to shoot a whale from a moving car.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I mean, whales don't come up close to shore, for one. And I know many bridges that, over some good lakes, yeah, there's bridges, but over an ocean or where a whale would be, I don't know. So
the funny thing is,
this is one that no harm to, I don't want this to go the wrong way. I want to see this attempted live.
Considering Tennessee is landlocked and not near an ocean, which makes it even funnier.
Well, exactly. It's like, exactly. Why do we need this? But yeah,
are they? Can you? So basically, I can drive by a zoo or an aquarium and shoot. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess today is what, January 3rd.
Yep.
And we got our first snipe on number 3.
Yep.
Well, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, you sniped the first one at 3.
Right. So it should only seem fair that on January 3rd that we get the first snipe on the second one on number 3. Because my number 3 is your number 3.
Your number 3. Okay, yep.
I saw that. I want to really. That's interesting, considering there's no ocean.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Now, number 2 again got me kind of confused on, this one, and both of us have little ones or had little ones, and typically when you're out in public, you want to keep them close, so you're holding hands. But on school grounds in Tennessee, it is illegal to hold hands.
Shoot.
Because it's a form of sexual affection.
What?
So, yeah.
Really? I think I've been in the school zone. No, I've never been in the school zone in Tennessee. Yeah. I've never been in a school zone in Tennessee, so no, I can't be blamed for that.
All right, you're number 2.
Holy heck! Well, this one blew my mind. I don't think I would have gotten half the dates in the world if this didn't happen. Which is crazy. There's a little town in Tennessee called Oneida. If you know anything about Wisconsin, There's plenty of Oneidas in Wisconsin. But it's illegal for a woman to call a man on the phone to ask him out on a date.
I saw that one too, and I'm just like,
I've gotten at least a couple girlfriends that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the most confident person, and
Yep.
I was shocked when I saw that. I'm like, I'd be screwed.
So we know these are up to date because my number 1, it is illegal to share your Netflix password.
Really?
Yeah. In Tennessee.
Wow.
I don't know how recent this is, but we know it's recent because Netflix has only been around for how many years? So
2000.
Yeah.
Well, the online streaming service has only been around since 2012, 2013.
Yeah, so you can't share your Netflix password in Tennessee. You're number 1.
Well, at this point, I think what was it? You were 1 and we were sniping. You were 1-1 in the last in Rhode Island. Yeah, you're about to take the lead.
All right.
You're going to be 3-1 you on this fine day. My number 1 is your number 5.
Okay.
When I saw that, first of all, what cop is brave enough to write that guy a ticket coming up to a car with a skunk in the car?
Oh, that was your number 4.
That was number 4. Okay, number 4. But who's the cop that's going to go walking up to that going, no, you're good, bud. I bet that's probably one of those that get passed over so many times it's not even funny.
Yep. No, I don't get it. All right. So now we go to the Midwest a little bit. Well, not really Midwest, I guess. But we're going to move on to Utah here. So
this should be interesting because Utah.
This one should be interesting.
Utah is backwards.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
2 of these should be. 3 of these should be. Yeah,
I'll go 2. I think 2 will be
2. Well, we've done 2 in back to back, so I'll go 2 and then we'll hit 3. I don't know why.
Exactly. Well, you start off.
All right. We've got it's crazy because you can do a lot of. I saw this one and for some reason this probably should have been number 1 and it's probably your number 1, which would make it even funnier. I saw this and I didn't realize that this was a problem in Utah, and if people actually have this in Utah, I think they're more dangerous than North Korea at this point. And I want to know what any type meant, because I saw this and I went, "Are you kidding me? Any type?" So okay. In Utah, it's illegal. I almost said legal, which should have been even scarier because then all of a sudden you're giving the Mormons these things and it's kind of freaky. It's illegal to detonate any type of nuclear weapon. Nuclear.
I don't have that one.
Nuclear weapon. Who in Utah has plutonium?
Dr. Herbert Brown.
Did Dr. Brown get it from the Iraqis that were in Utah? Good Lord.
Well, my number 5, and me and you like to gamble a little bit. Matter of fact, tonight's my card night, so I'll be gambling tonight.
A lot of it.
Yeah. But in Utah, you cannot bet with candy.
What the heck?
No betting with candy.
Oh, I used to bet with candy all the time when I was 12, 13 years old.
Well, exactly.
Grandma always played with pretzels and M&Ms and Skittles. So yeah, we played all the time.
All right, you're number 4.
Okay. You've known my family for quite a long time, right, Brandon?
Yep.
Just out of curiosity.
Some of them,
yeah. I didn't, and my family has this tendency to swear a lot. We're a cursing family, especially my brother, who uses the F word like it's a comma, and I use it like it's a period.
Yeah.
So yeah, me being on this show, I really have to censor myself a lot. But in poor little Logan, it's illegal to swear and use fighting words.
Oh, okay.
Every word that comes out of my mouth can be a fighting word.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, Tim. So I know your state had this one, and you said you broke it quite a few times when you were a kid. And Utah also has it too, and I kind of combined it with another one, but it is illegal to throw snowballs. And I also combined it with rocks too, because you can't throw rocks.
Yeah, I broke that law. I broke that law in Wisconsin. Yep.
All right, you're number 3.
My number 3. Again, I don't know why you need to make this a law. This should be common sense, and I think this might be a law everywhere. I had to read a little deeper into this because I was worried that you couldn't drive other places, because you and I grew up in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, where they really like to go off-roading, where they take 4-wheelers and trucks and motorbikes and everything like that. And then I figured out, and then I had to go a little deeper because I needed to make sure that this wasn't as stupid as I thought it was going to be. And it's still stupid because you actually had to make a law about this. But in Utah, it is illegal to drive on the sidewalks.
Yeah, there's a few other states I think we've had that too. And it's just like, why do you got to, somebody's got to be the first. But
Yeah.
all right, so my number 3, again, I don't know why we got to make a law, especially in Utah, and I didn't know this was a problem, or I don't know. But in my number 3, it is illegal to go elephant hunting.
I didn't see that one. I didn't. Are there many elephants in Utah?
Are there many wild elephants in Utah? Would be the question.
That's actually a better question.
Yeah. All right, you're number 2.
My number 2, and I didn't realize this was a problem, especially in Salt Lake City. I know Salt Lake City is a mountain town, and there are a lot of farms around Salt Lake City, but I didn't realize that you needed to make a law about Main Street in Salt Lake City. And I didn't realize there was this big problem about herding sheep. But it's illegal to herd sheep down the streets of Salt Lake City. Again, why do you need that law? Because this isn't the
why are you herding sheep down, sheep off your land, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, my number 2, I'm not much of a drinker, Tim. We kicked back a few, but in Utah, you can only buy a couple liters of beer at a time.
Couple. Do they sell in by the liter?
I guess.
Holy heck.
Yep.
That'd be cool. Maybe Miller should really think about like going into production with like Pepsi and see if they get a 2-liter bottle and you could buy. Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're number 1.
My number 1. I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of Tennessee. Which is funny because Tennessee is much like Utah, a landlocked state, it's funny that it's legal in Tennessee, but it's illegal in Utah. It's legal to hunt whales in Tennessee, but it's illegal to hunt whales in Utah. Okay, another two states landlocked, ocean nowhere close.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. Okay, sure, whatever.
Well, I think we got our first offer for the year. Because my number 1 is you must have at least one hand on a bike or a moped at all times.
I saw that one. I saw that one, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, this is crazy because a lot of kids they like to.
Yeah, they call it the no circus rule or whatever.
Yeah, the look ma no hands rule. Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. I think that's the first time. We've gone over on a state.
Yeah, in a state one. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, all right. So let's move to Oklahoma. I'll tell you right now, if you read the same website and your number 1's not the same number 1 as mine, we got a problem. It better have made your list at least.
Sure.
All right.
2. I think 2 or 3. I think we're gonna get 2 or 3.
I'll go with 2. I'll go with 2. I'll go 2 or 3.
Oh man, I forgot the state. I did the state and I forgot that one. That's my number 1. Holy smokes!
All right, so my number 5. I'll kick it off. Okay. It doesn't state whether it's the driver or the passenger, but no reading of a comic book while operating a motor vehicle.
I saw that one. I saw that one. I'm like, first of all, why? Well, operating. See, they said operating a motor vehicle.
Oh, they did say operating, so it's the driver.
It's the driver. First of all, who's reading Doctor Strange while driving to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, you're number 5.
All right. I don't know if this was back during the cowboy days, but I didn't realize also didn't realize this was a problem because I'm not a person who likes to do this in bed to begin with, let alone who's really and the other funny thing is, are firemen exempt from this? Because when you hear my number 5, you'll understand
Okay.
the question. But it's illegal to wear boots to bed. And if you think about it, most firemen wear boots to bed just in
Yep.
case they don't have to put them on.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah. My number 4. I don't know if this is how legit this is or what kind of I don't know event this is, but it is illegal to promote a horse tripping event.
I saw that one, and I swear to God, I didn't think you were going to put that one on. I swear to God, I thought you weren't going to put that on, and I didn't put it on. Holy.
All right, you're number 4.
My number 4. You remember, you remember, you watched some Popeye, right?
Oh yeah.
And you remember Wimpy, right?
Yep.
Wimpy always wanted hamburgers. And,
Yep.
here's the funny thing is we also had kids growing. We had little
Yep.
kids. And sometimes our little kids don't finish their food.
Yep.
I've never seen a kid not finish a hamburger, but it's possible.
Yeah.
But in Oklahoma, it's illegal to share a hamburger.
Oh, I missed that one.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh.
There are little kids out there that cannot finish a whole hamburger, and you're going to give them a ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
All right. Oh, Oklahoma. My number 3. Now this is a soft drink, so think of this one. You cannot open a bottle of pop without supervision of a licensed engineer.
Oh my God.
Well, you remember coming over to Michigan when I lived up there, Uncle John, that's all he had was bottles of pop.
Yeah.
I think you live in Oklahoma because you couldn't open them in your house.
Wow. Oh, you need to go to a speakeasy with just have a soda. Holy hell.
Yep. You're number 3.
Oh, I have a bad feeling we're not getting 2.
Well, there's a lot of good ones.
Oh, this Oklahoma doesn't disappoint. Again, didn't realize this had to be said. And I know there, and the funny thing is, I think they kind of make reference to something like this in Semi-Pro, the movie Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell, because
Okay.
I think it might have been a halftime show that was going to happen, and they had a nice little steel cage up, and they were going. I think Will Ferrell's character was going to wrestle a bear.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, Oklahoma is a wrestling what used to be a wrestling territory.
Yep.
You said backstage you watched Iron Claw,
Yep.
and part of the Texas territory was Oklahoma.
Yep.
So they're big into wrestling in Oklahoma. So which makes this even funnier. It's illegal to wrestle a bear in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Threw me for a loop.
My number 2. This is you were talking about you were talking about hamburgers and stuff. Well, my number 2, it is illegal to walk backwards in downtown Oklahoma while eating a hamburger.
Shoot. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh my Lord. That's crazy.
Yeah. You're number 2.
My number 2. Well, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of Utah, which is funny because I got to remember my number. My number 1 in Utah is my number 2 in Oklahoma. And again, a landlocked state that has no coast, no even remote coastline to the ocean, it's illegal to whale in Oklahoma.
These landlocked states, I tell you, had problem with whales back in the day.
I guess.
All right, my number one,
Oh,
without a shadow of a doubt.
Holy hell!
And I guess I don't. I'm trying to envision a map, and I don't know how close Oklahoma is to this other state, but you can be put in jail for wearing New York Jets clothing.
Oh, that's not my number one.
Oh, we go over again, back-to-back states.
We go over because my number one. I have to. I can't believe it. Jets. Yeah, I don't. They're not even close to New York.
I know that's why I don't get why they had to have that. But anyways.
Oh, this one you're going to kick yourself for because if you didn't see it, I did, and it's really a kicker.
Okay.
First of all, I want to know why you have to pretend this. And second of all, if you didn't pretend about this, then why are you actually talking about this?
Okay.
You're going to kick yourself when you hear it.
Okay.
I literally thought yours was in. I thought it would.
Okay.
I thought this was your number one. But is it illegal to pretend to have sex with a buffalo? I'm like, are you? First of all,
oh my God,
why are you pretending? Who are you telling this to? First of all.
Exactly. Like you said, you got to be the first. I want to go back to find out who the first one.
Who in the world? Really?
Wow. Yes, I missed that one. But yeah, for the second state in a row, we go old for it.
Holy!
Wow.
I saw that and I'm like, that's a four bros question. But
yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, four bros returning. Revamped Four Bros, I should say, returning next Monday.
What is it going to be? Four
I don't know. We it's a
4
secret.
eggs and bacon.
It's a secret. I don't know. It might be Four Bros and a cousin. I don't know. So let's move on to Pennsylvania. We're going 0 for 2 the last couple days.
Who's the cousin?
Callan. Callan always says he's a cousin.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's go to Pennsylvania now. So we're striking it hard here, so we might dial it back, but I can see a couple, but again, we've not been doing good. So I'll go safe. I'm going to play a safe route, a bunt down the third baseline. I'm going 1.
I'm still going to be 2. I guess I'm aggressive at this point.
Well, I can see 2. I can see 3, but man, we haven't been doing so hot. So, especially the states, normally we're nailing them. All right, you're going number 1. Yep.
I start. You brought it up. I think it was in Oklahoma. You kind of brought this up, which is funny. But you have to do these 4 things in order for it to be illegal. So if it involves walking backwards, like you said with the hamburger in Oklahoma, but we changed the hamburger to peanuts. And you have to do this out in front of a specific auditorium, but you have to do it at a specific time in order for it to be illegal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what this Barnstormers auditorium is. Who plays there or what goes on at this Barnstormers arena or auditorium? I'm not sure if it's basketball or if it's hockey or
I don't know.
Or anything, but in Ridley Park. Now, people who are in Chicago. Which state are we in? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. That explains everything. If you're in Ridley Park and in Pennsylvania, it's illegal to eat peanuts while walking backwards in front of the Barnstormers Auditorium during a performance. I'm like, really? You need to do all four of those things?
Yeah.
What type of
Yeah.
performance? That's the other thing is like, well, I don't
Yeah.
get it.
All right, Tim. I know I have. I'm guessing you have too. Have slept in weird places on weird things.
Yeah. That
Pennsylvania, do not get caught because it's illegal to be sleeping on a refrigerator.
Where are you finding these things? Because I didn't see this one.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder I didn't
That's a
put
good
Pennsylvania
law.
in.
I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know why you would.
Need this, but
Yeah,
okey-dokey.
exactly. All right, you're number 4.
You have a wife. I have a wife.
Yep.
I bet you there are a lot of women that are, we know a lot of women, well, a decent amount of women. We don't know anybody in Morrisville, Pennsylvania, do we? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think so.
Here's my funny thing is your wife wears makeup, right?
Very occasionally.
Yeah. Well, especially when they go out,
Yeah.
they kind of put on a little makeup. My wife wears makeup. That's cool. But in Morrisville, women must not wear makeup without a permit. Are you kidding me? Just really?
Yeah.
I didn't really understand that one.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, my number 4. A lot of people claim they do this best when their best performances in a bath or a shower, but in Pennsylvania, you cannot sing in the bath or a shower.
It's the acoustics, but I sing okay in the shower.
Well, yeah, we all think we sing good in the shower. So
yeah, we think we can go on The Voice or America's Got Talent.
Exactly. You're number 3.
My number 3. First of all, the person who does this should be applauded. Because if you do this guy should be playing in the NFL or baseball or the NHL or the NFL or the NBA or the MLB and if you can do this barehanded, by all means, I'm not gonna ticket you for it. But it's illegal to catch fish with your bare hands.
I had that on there and I took it off. I had that on there. Okay, so my number 3. I know the term shotgun wedding, but in Pennsylvania, you cannot use a gun at any weddings.
Yeah, I saw that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That one, I saw that one. I like that one. Yeah.
All right, you're number 2.
Well, your lead this year is getting longer. Because I think right now we're not going 0-4, I'll tell you that. So you should be 4-1 now, I think. Last year,
3-1 right now.
3-1 right now. Okay. I was amazing last year at sniping. It looks like it's the big B year. Because my number 2 is your number 3. 4, 3, no. The bath one. It's illegal to sing in the bath. 4.
Yep.
I'm just terrible this week.
All right, my number 2. I know other states have weird bingo laws, but this one has to top the cake.
What?
Felons are not allowed to operate a bingo game.
Because it's gambling.
I guess, but any type of bingo game. Yep.
I wouldn't recommend it. Okay.
All right, you're number 1.
Well, you go from 4-1 to 5-1 in 2 picks. It's really not funny anymore. Because my number 1 is your number 3.
Okay.
The shock when I saw that, I'm like, who's taking a gun to a wedding? First of all, and you stole my shotgun wedding joke, which is even funny. Which is hilarious because guess Pennsylvania can't have a shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
Which is even funnier because if I'm not mistaken, they had somebody shot a fire. I watched The Office, and the series takes place in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and at Dwight Schrute's, it was either Dwight Schrute's wedding. He fired a gun off. There was a shotgun fired off in the wedding. So yeah, that was illegal.
All right. Well, my number one, you get one of your snipes back.
Yes.
Women can't wear cosmetics without a permit. I don't know too many women that would be okay with that. J Mac saying what's up? What's up, J Mac? Yeah. And J Mac will be the voice of the Oregon Cougars again this season, so we can't wait for that. So,
good thing they play in Oregon and not in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So we got 3. We got 3. We're back on track after going 0 for 2. We got more together than the Detroit Pistons have in wins for 2024.
Hey, I got mine right. I got it right, and the team.
Yep. All right. So let's move into our last state. Now we're back in the Midwest in Indiana. This one should be a good one, I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna be ballsy and say 3.
Yeah, I'm going to cut it back. I think because there was some good ones. I'm going to go back to 2.
Okay.
All right. So I'll kick it off. In a bar, men cannot stand; they must sit.
Got to think about it. If I was when I was in Indy for the Packer Colts game in '98. Did we go to a bar? No, we didn't go to a bar. No, we're good. I had to think if I had broke that law.
Yeah. All right. You're number 5.
My number 5. We've had horses come up a couple times in the state, right?
Yep.
In different states today, matter of fact.
Yep.
I didn't realize this was hilarious, and I think Indiana's taking the whole Colts thing a little too seriously, I think. But it is illegal to pass a horse.
Yep. Well, you're cutting into my lead there a little bit. But yes, my number 4 is your number 5. Passing a horse is illegal. Okay. So we'll stay behind. So then they need to track their speed in the other states you can't do and find how fast a horse can go because there'll be a lot of people passing horses. All right, you're number 4.
Number 4. When I saw this, I thought this was crazy. This might be your number 1. Might be.
Okay.
Might be. And first of all, if you have these on at night crossing a highway, first of all, I got to question your sanity and really have you did this before. In Indiana, now I've crossed the highway in Indiana. I don't recommend it. It is illegal for pedestrians to cross the highway at night wearing taillights. Taillights.
Okay.
Okay. I'm starting to understand why why the Colts have had such bad times playing football lately. With laws like that.
Yeah. Well, my number 3, and I believe you brought it up in Pennsylvania. And again, yeah, they can do this. They should be playing football, basketball, whatever uses your hands. But you may not catch a fish with your bare hands.
That's kind of sniping, but it's not because it's the wrong state.
It's the wrong state.
It's the wrong state. Oh, that sucks. I thought I had you there for a second.
You're number 3.
Okay. All right, J-Mac. Did you read what J-Mac wrote? Because this is kind of... If she wants to, I'm not going to stop her.
Does that mean women can show their...
I'm not going to stop her. All right. when I read my number 3, I was like, okay, how do I word this without sounding weird? And I've been to Indiana. I don't know if you've been to Indiana, but you know,
Quick minute.
it's it's I've been there a handful of times, and there are a lot of guys that have
Yep.
this facial feature, mustaches, right? I'm glad I don't live there because I would have to shave if I want to kiss somebody, because it's illegal to kiss while having a mustache.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like kissing though. I really do.
So here, you talk about Indiana and something bad. Now, again, we know what happens on Sundays during these months, or for most of the months. You may not bathe between the months of October and March.
Yeah, yeah. Well, guess. I saw that and I'm like, we've had other places like this where you couldn't bathe on Sundays, or you had to
Or you
bathe
had to
on
get a doctor's note to bathe, or
Yeah, it's like, well, your league just got one bigger, because my number 2 is your number 2, and the funny thing is, what happens at that point? Think about that. What happens between October and March, and especially Indiana? That's college basketball season.
Yep. College basketball season, football, yep.
Football, Pacers play.
Yep.
And of course, the Pacers won't make it past May, so it don't make much of a difference.
Yep.
So, golly, yeah, I'm like, really? I like a good bath, though. Baths are nice and warm and relaxing. I fall asleep in the bathtub. That says a lot about me, not about anybody else.
So my number 1, and oh my God. In Indiana too, and I think ain't that where Michael Jackson had his farm or was from? Was Indiana?
Michael Jackson was born in Gary.
Gary, Indiana. Okay, and maybe this rules for him. I don't know. You may not force a monkey to smoke a cigarette.
Didn't even see that one. Holy hell. But the thing is, but when he had Bubbles, he was in California.
Yeah, he might have been.
But he was originally from Gary. The whole Jackson clan is from Gary. Yeah. Holy hell. Well, your lead's going to stay right where it's at, because first of all, I want to know the person that can do this. Again, this person who can do this should be playing in the NFL or playing in the NHL, because you have this strength. You should be using it for good. You should be a superhero at this point, because I don't know somebody who can do this by themselves, period, let alone not with some help. But in Warsaw, Indiana, it's illegal to chuck your couch at your neighbor.
What? Oh my God, I missed that one.
I'm like, who in the world is okay? Unless Bruce Banner is living in the house next to you, or Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior are living next to you, nobody's picking up their couch and throwing it at you.
Yeah. I don't get it. So, wow.
Maybe it's your turn to start picking states, because I screwed that one up hardcore.
Oh no, that was great. So we did good. A couple offers, our first offers on these states.
And we did it back to back. We're like the Detroit Pistons, who go back to back months without a win.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So I looked up top news stories for 2023. And I can't remember the websites. I am sorry about that.
Is one Dominic Mysterio becomes part of Judgment Day?
No, he becomes the most improved wrestler on C2C Awards.
Well, that is big news.
Well, that would be 2024.
That was 2024. You're right.
Yeah. So, So
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
so I was
Randy
looking.
Orton comes back. That's what it was. It was
Yeah.
Randy Orton comes back. Yeah.
So
Or Matt
not
Riddle leaves
any
WWE.
not in any particular order. So we'll start. I just listed off 6 of them. Actually on the news story they had them listed, but I didn't. They had them in order, of course, but they didn't have numbers next to them. So the number 6 one I wrote down was the Maui wildfires.
That's huge. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was big when you hear about it here. It's still even big.
yeah. Number 5 was the Titanic sub
How's that
exploding.
number? I'm like, how was that not number one?
Yeah. Number 4 again with the wildfires. The wildfires smoked out major cities up in like New York. I think we got a little bit of it from Canada.
The Canadian ones. Okay.
But, yep. Number 3, the Bud Light boycott because they,
I heard about it, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's like, okay, why are you worried about boycotting Budweiser? It's piss water anyway.
Yeah. Number 2 was the Nashville shootings, school shootings, that is. And number 1, without a shadow of a doubt, and I think Callan had this one as his number 1 on Press Road, was Damar Hamlin issue Monday Night Football at the end of the year last year.
Yeah, that's huge.
That is huge, especially on live TV. Any ones that you want to point out?
Holy smokes. Donald Trump being indicted. We're not making it political, but the fact is that he was indicted is big news, especially in 2023. I know it's not big news for the world for news, but for me, the Bray Wyatt death in August.
I should have put that one down. I forgot about that.
What else?
Yeah, Bray Wyatt was huge.
I'm trying to remember a lot of the stuff because I get all my stuff by the news app on my phone. I still get everything. The shootings. Every time I sit there and I keep getting shooting things. It was always big. Israel attacking Hamas was huge, huge even here. It's big. I don't know much of anything else. I think that's.
The Bray Wyatt one, I mean, for wrestling fans was huge. I mean, the Nar Hammond by far. Sports or not, I mean, that was just huge to see that on TV, and I believe, and I still think ESPN did the right thing in covering it the way they did. I don't think they overblew it. I think they just had enough coverage on there, but.
Yeah, they did the right thing. I think the way they covered it and they stayed away from it was really. It was respectful to the Bills. It was respectful to the Bengals. It was respectful to Damar Hamlin.
Well, the thing that got out of proportion was, I think, was he healthy, or a couple people said he passed on. A couple people said he was doing fine. He was in the Bills locker room the next day and stuff like that. I mean, some people are just getting out of hand with it, but
it was getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So, well, with that being said, let's wrap it up. Your final thoughts, Tim.
I love these. I love the states.
We only got a few left.
We've only got, I can't remember. I think it was somewhere along the lines of, I think we're at like 9. It was 11 before we started looking at this, and then we did 6. So we've got 5 left.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. We could also add DC and make it an even 6.
Okay.
But I like doing these. So keep watching. We've got great shows. Brandon's going to tell you a bunch of great shows. Like he said, we're revamping everything. So hopefully,
definitely like doing the show. Four Bros is coming back. J-Mac, the host of that. We're going to revamp that, come up with a new concept, new name, I should say. Concept's going to be the same. That'll be late nights. We got the Immaculate Grid with our host, Callan, who does a great job with that. Also with Press Row, gives you guys a little bit behind the scenes of through his jobs and stuff and some storylines. And with that, Morning Tailgate's going to be finishing up here with the regular season. Hopefully we have our award show as usual. We're working on bringing back a roundtable with a few of our staff just to kind of, chit chat. Always got kicking it with C2C on Monday or Thursday nights, I believe. And if you guys don't watch it, you definitely have to watch it. Especially at the end, we do a Isaiah movie review, and he butchers them all, and it is hilarious. This week was Babe, and he
Babe, the pig movie, Babe.
Yes. You'll have to go back and watch it because he butchered it. Yeah.
What do you think it was about Babe Ruth?
No, he thought it was what was it? It was bad. It had nothing to do with the movie. Had nothing to do with it was just awful. So you guys want a good laugh? That is definitely a good movie. Entertainment Hours on Fridays with host James and Randy. Of course, you got Between the Ropes. Sportsman tonight. I also believe there will be a Press Row today sometime with Callan, so check that out. And then, of course, I don't know the official start date, but J-Mac will be the voice of the Oregon Cougars football coming up again this season. Can't wait for that. And, get to chit-chat some football with the ladies. So with that being said, we'll see y'all next week on C2C Rankem. Have a good one.